perspectives.
Well, hi guys. I'm really happy to be here with you because today I will talk with you about a topic that is really special for me. So my topic for today is childhood. Um, well, guys, first of all, we have a short introduction. Well, childhood is one of the most important phases in our lives, since it's the phase of our lives in which we begin to have dreams and ideas about our future, and we begin to build our character and personality. And things that I really love when we are children is that we are happy all the time and we are really innocent. But when we begin to grow up, we begin to see life differently than when we were children. And also, I think that a really important part in our lives when we are children is having a family, because I think that it is really important for every single person. And I think that it can help us for improving our lives and even our mood. So it is something that I like that when we are children. And it is a reason that today I will talk with you about three different things or topics about my childhood. And I will talk with you about the place where I live. Secondly, I will talk with you about my first pet. And finally, I will tell you kind of a story about the friends that I had and the place where I live. Well, so as many of you know, I lived in El Progreso, Guastatoya, when I was a kid. So I think that an interesting fact about it is that I used to live there with my mom, my grandma, and my brother. But my dad used to live here in the city. But he used to arrive there for weekends, and it was good, and it was okay. And I loved to live there. In fact, I only lived there 1 year, but I think and I consider that it was one of the best years that I ever had in my short life, and I love to live there because I think that El Progreso is kind of a really special place for me and my family, and it's a really important part in my life because we used to go there frequently, like for example for Holy Week, Christmas, or something like that. And it's like it is a part for me. In fact, El Progreso is like it's too hot, but it's really beautiful, and I think that it's a really good place for living because it's peaceful too. And I like to go there for so many things. So when I go there, I begin to remember many things that I lived there because I have good and bad memories in that place. And it's like I'm constantly reminded things that I live there, but it's normal for me, and I like it. And secondly, as you know too, I'm an animal lover. And it's like I think that I'm always talking about animals and things like that. So I remember that I was 4 years old, but one day my dad arrived there and he gave me a puppy, and it was so cute. He was a golden retriever, and the thing that I loved about him that was he wasn't rebellious, and he was so lovely and so cute. And I remember too that he used to eat ice cream with me and my friends. And it was funny, but it was cute. And I think that everybody loved him because he was he was so lovely. And I remember also that sometimes when my dad arrived there, we used to go outside at night and to walk with my dog. His name was Richie, and we used to go outside with Richie, and my friends too, and it was so funny. But when he passed away, I was like, because it was my first pet, and I really love him. And it was the reason that one of my dogs was called Richie, and I mentioned this, but sadly, on Friday, my second Richie passed away too, and it was like, it was so sad. And as a conclusion, my both Richie are died, and it's like it's so hard. It's so sad for me because I really love my animals, but it like it's normal and it's part of our lives. And I think that it's normal. Well, so finally, I will talk to you about friends that I had there. But when I begin to think about it, it like I can stop laughing or smiling when I remember all the things that I did there. Because imagine, I was four and I had two friends. They were siblings, but they were a boy and a girl. So a boy was called Roberto, and the name of the little girl was Miriam. But she had a nickname, and her nickname was Princess because her dad always tell her that you're my princess and you're my little princess. But we were kids, and we called her Princess, not Princess. So Roberto was 5 and I was 6, and we used to do everything together. We used to do homework together, eating together, and many things like that. So also I remember that they used to go to my house to sleep, and sometimes I used to go to their house to sleep. But when I came to live in here in the city, I lost contact with them. And I think that the only thing that I know about them is that they are studying the same career. And I don't know if they finished yet their career, but I think that they were a really important part in my life and I really love them because, I was a really little girl and I would like to have the opportunity to get in touch with them again because I think that it will be really good and really awesome for me. So, in conclusion, childhood is wonderful and is full of many memories and beautiful experiences in our lives, which we will remember forever. So, we must never stop remembering those happy children that we were one day. So, if you have questions or comments about my presentation, please let me know.
So congratulations, Adriana. I like your presentation and especially I like your slides. It's like amazing.
Thanks.
So my question is, what's your or what was your biggest fear as a child?
Well, when I was a kid, I think that my biggest fear was like a snake, you know, and I'm still afraid about it because like if I think about snakes, it like it like chills, like I hate it. And I remember that I used to have nightmares with snakes, and I was like traumatized with this, and I hate it, and now I hate it too. So I think that I never overcame that fear.
Adriana, I really like the way you talk about your childhood. I think you're really excited about it. So I want to ask, what is something that you miss the most about your childhood?
To be honest, I miss many things about my childhood because I used to be like, as I said, happy, kind of all the time. But I think that one thing that I miss the most probably was the way that I used to live because I remember that I used to spend a lot of time with my mom. In fact, that she used to work a lot, and I would just spend time with her because I remember that when I finished to study and she went for me at school, we used to buy an ice cream every single day. And I think that, I was really happy because I was like, okay, I'm gonna eat an ice cream. And I was really happy. And probably it is one thing that I really miss. Actually, I do it with my mom, but I think that before it was like more special, I think, because I was like a baby, because I was like this. So I think that it could be.
Okay, thank you, Adriana. I like your presentation so much. Um, How many close friends do you have actually?
Actually, I will say that kinda 3 or yeah, 3. I will say that 3 because I think that we have a lot of people that we know and we have a really good relationship with them, but they are not completely our close friends. You know, they can be our friends, but not like close friends. Um, and we can talk about anything or something like that. I will say that 3, probably 3. And I used to text them or something like that because I can see them like frequently. But I will say that 3. Mhm. So thanks, girls. It was all, and bye.